to the spider's web, and this could be one of the shortest gameplay videos we ever do. Oh dear. Right, first of all we need to make a slight correction. For killing some monster or other, what's his name? Thingamabob here, Bruenor, should have received a treasure card. I forgot to pick one up. This treasure card is Staff of the Elements. Play this card immediately. You gain a +2 bonus to attack rolls when attacking monsters within 1 tile of you while this item is in play. Okay, so that's handy. We played that, so on his next turn hopefully he can do some damage. But we are going to continue with Thorgrim. In the last video, at the end of the last video, he did what he should have done at the beginning of the last video, which was turn over a healing surge, pick himself up, dust himself off and start kicking ass. Unfortunately I got myself completely confused because I wasn't doing that as part of the first turn. I was doing it as a correction to the previous video and therefore made a complete hash of things. So I'm not going to do anything different. We're just going to continue now with Bruenor's turn and play through. It's not going to make any odds now to how things are going to play out. But what Thorgrim is going to do is, let's have a look through his cards first of all before we do anything else. Gibbering Mouther. Let's see. He can move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. He's going to move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's going to use Flame Strike. Choose a tile within 2 tiles of you. Attack each monster on that tile. It attacks with a +6 and it causes 3 damage if it hits and 1 damage if it misses. Okay, let's have a look. 2 tiles is 1, 2. He's going to attack these 2. Okay, let's see what happens. It's a +6 and he's starting off attacking the Gibbering Mouther. The Gibbering Mouther has an armour class of 14. Okay, so that Gibbering Mouther is going to be attacked for +6. Has he anything that can... Okay, first of all, he was here. He is next to Bruenor. Okay, so it doesn't say have to be adjacent. Okay, I want to go back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on, what was it there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it just says use this power during your hero phase. 1 hero regains hit points equal to his or her healing surge value. Okay, so Bruenor Battlehammer has 1 left, 1 left, 1 left. And he's the only one who's actually active at the moment. So he has a surge value of 5. As you can see, let's move his things off here. He has a surge value of 5. So let's turn this one back over. So that's brought his healing surge up to 5. So that's the healing word utility power used. Yeah. Now he's going to use Flame Strike, which, as I said, choose a tile within 2 tiles of you, attack each attack each monster on that tile. So we're going to do that. First of all, the Gibbering Mouther, which is an armour class of 14. He wants 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, at least 8. He wants the die to go into the hole first of all. He gets a 14. That's a hit. It kills the Gibbering Mouther, causing 3 damage. The Gibbering Mouther has 2 hit points, so that goes into our pile. And now he's attacking the Kobold Dragon Shield. The Kobold Dragon Shield has an armour class of 16, as you can see. 1 hit point, so either way, the Kobold Dragon Shield, without rolling, is going to die, because if you remember the Flame Strike, it causes 3 damage on a hit, and if it misses it causes 1 damage. So the Kobold Dragon Shield is dead anyway. That was a very productive round for Thorgrim. He takes a treasure card. That treasure is you on adjacent hero regains 2 hit points. I'm going to keep hold of that for the time being. But now he needs to draw an encounter card, and this encounter card is attack the active hero and each hero within 1 tile of the active hero. Well, we have 3 for 5 experience. Let's say no to that, shall we? That is our experience pile out of the way. We are not going to be having any truck with things that attack each hero. So that is Thorgrim's turn over and done with. Oh, one thing I want to point... Oh God almighty, I've just gone and dropped all his hit points on the floor. Now, it's Bruenor's turn. And Bruenor is dazed. He has 6 hit points left. He has the Staff of the Elements, which means he has a +2 bonus to attack rolls when attacking within 1 tile of you. He controls that Gibbering Mouther. He is, however, dazed. So, what does he have? Yeah, right, so he cannot really do anything whatsoever, unfortunately. What he can do is move 1, 2 to try and take, so next time he will be able to take out the Gibbering Mouther. He can't do anything this turn. That's the end of his hero phase. The dazed comes off. It will probably go back on next turn when the Gibbering Mouther has his attack, but it's now exploration phase. He doesn't have any he's not near an exposed edge. Speaking of which, I don't know whether I've just mentioned it or not, I've taken off this tile that was here. It was this one. It was placed at this edge here, but you would see it on this camera that I'm using now, so I've taken it off. I've put it to one side so we won't draw it again, but there should be another tile here. We're not heading this way, so I've taken it off. I thought it would be easier doing it that way. But as I said, we are not doing we're not going that way. But now it's, as I said, Bruenor's turn. We've gone through his hero phase, we've taken off his day's token, the exploration phase has gone through, he's not next to an edge, so it's now the villain phase. And the first part of the villain phase is an encounter card. Warp in time. Each player passes 1 monster card he if he or she has one, to the player on the right. Draw another encounter card. Oh, that's not nice. Okay, so player on the right. Player passes clockwise. So the Gibbering Mouther goes to Thorgrim, who's just had his turn. The Duergar Guard, that is Vistra's, will go to Bruenor. Am I getting this right? Yes. And does Arthrogates have a monster? Well, yes, he does. He has Snort, which is an ally, but he only classes as a hero for the purpose of monster attack. So does he class as a monster? I don't think he does, because monsters, actually it's a monster card. It is a monster card to all intents and purposes. So I think Snort will pass to Vistra. So Thorgrim, being the first player, would have passed his monster onto Arthrogates. Arthrogates doesn't have one, so doesn't have one now because he didn't have a card from Thorgrim. Bruenor passed Thorgrim the Gibbering Mouther. Vistra passed Bruenor the Duergar Guard. And Arthrogate passed Vistra Snort. So we're sorted, I think. If you've any idea whether or not Snort should be a monster, I believe he is. I believe he is, and will be passed on. So it's now time to draw another encounter card after that. Let's see what we get. And place the encounter card that we just used in the discard pile and turn over Bloodlust. You are cursed. Place this card on your hero card as a reminder. At the start of your hero phase you take 1 damage. Okay, and he says I discard this card when I've defeated a monster. So that's that for this part of the turn. Now it's the Duergar Guard. Unfortunately, the Duergar Guard, if the Duergar Guard is just to a hero, it attacks a hero with a Warhammer. It doesn't. If it's on a tile with no heroes and an unexplored edge, I draw a dungeon tile from the bottom of the stack and place it next to the Duergar Guard's tile. Draw a monster card and place it on that tile. So we're back again, drawing from the bottom of the stack. The card is a black arrow with a door. So I'm going to move this door from here over to there. That's useless there because it's running into a wall. And we need to draw a monster card, and that monster card is hopefully something not too unpleasant. It's Duergar Guard. You can't have it's 2 of the same monster. So let's pick another one. Dear God, it's a Legion Devil. And where there's 1 Legion Devil, there are 3. So let us take our Legion Devil. We've seen these before, so I'm not going to show you them again. We have 1, 2, and where's the third one? 3 Legion Devils, all sat around waiting to cause mischief. So that's the Duergar Guard's turn. We do not have another Duergar Guard on the board. Now it's the turn of the Legion Devil. And the Legion Devil, if the Legion Devil is within 1 tile of a hero, it moves adjacent to the closest hero and attacks with a sword. It's not. So it moves 1 tile towards the closest hero. The closest hero in this case is Thorgrim. So they will move over here onto the same tile as Idwiger Guard. That was a very eventful round. Now we have Vistra's turn. Vistra now controls Snort. She still has utility power to arms. I'm not going to use that yet because Athrogate is out of action, so I would have actually used that, but never mind. What does she have? She has a speed of 5. I think she's going to just move 1, 2, 3 and attack the Legion Devil. Legion Devil has a armor class of 16. She's going to use Short Strike. I had to think then because I'm trying to make sense of this one. Charge. But this will be, I suppose, after movement. You would move and then you'd use that to move up to your speed and then attack. Or you could move up to your speed and then attack an adjacent monster and then make a move afterwards, I suppose. Let me know in the comments if that's I'm reading right. But she's going to use this one. Plus 11 attack, it causes 1 hit point. Legion Devil is 16 armor class and has 1 hit point. She needs 5 at least. And she gets 14. 1 Legion Devil bites the bullets. She doesn't get anything for killing 1 Legion Devil. She has to get all 3 Legion Devils to get a treasure card. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Now it's the turn of Snort. He has... Snort moves 2 tiles towards the hero who controls it. So, just looking here. Snort within 1 tile of a monster, it moves adjacent to the closest monster and attacks each monster adjacent to Snort with a fiery burst. Not within 1 tile of a monster, unfortunately. Otherwise, Snort moves 2 tiles towards the hero who controls it. So, moves 2 tiles towards the hero who controls it. So it comes in there, right beside Vistra, who unfortunately cannot actually do anything whatsoever now, because it's that time where, well, it's that time, I'm not saying it's that time, it's that time where we now draw an encounter card. Snort couldn't attack because the attack is if it's adjacent to a monster, or within, was it adjacent to or within 1 tile of? Let me just check. It's within 1 tile. If Snort was over here, he could have moved in an attack, but because he isn't, then he's had to go just move. So it's now encounter card time, and this encounter card is attack each hero on the active hero's tile. There is only 1 hero on the active hero's tile. Have we got enough to cancel it? We have 3, not 5. So we have to do this. We cannot get out of it. Plus 8 attack causes 2. If it's successful, causes 1 if not. So only Vistra that gets attacked. She has an armour class of 17. It's plus 8. We want less than 9. We get 14. That causes 2 damage to Vistra. So Vistra somehow has got 6 hit points shown up. I'm not quite sure whether I've done something, I've forgotten about it or not, but there we are. She's now down to 4 hit points. And now it's Athelgate's turn. I cannot for the life remember who brought out the rolling boulder. I should have put that with one of the minis, but never mind. I'm going to just turn over the Healing Surge to bring up Athelgate's character, and he is just going to roll to get rid of the rolling boulder. We need 10 to do this, but first of all we need to give him his Healing Surge value, which is 4. And strangely enough, this went on. This video has gone on longer than I was expecting. So it's a plus 10 to disable the rolling boulder trap. We get a 14, that has gone. Unfortunately though, it just means that Athelgate can move. So that's that. He can't do anything more other than just move. So he's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to do that. Athelgate isn't in charge of any monsters at all. But he does now draw an encounter card. And the encounter card is attack each hero on the active hero's tile. That was not good. So, each hero on the active hero's tile will start off with Athelgate. It's plus 8 attack. Athelgate has an armour class of 14. Less than 6 is 2. That just means that he's poisoned. Let me show you. If it had succeeded, it would be 1 and poisoned, but he's missed, so it's just poisoned. Which is not good in the long term. You take 1 damage at the start of your hero phase, and you have to roll 10 to get rid of it. And then there's Vistra. She has an armour class of 17, less than 9. She gets 18. She takes 2 damage and is poisoned. Don't have any more poison tokens out, so let's get one. And again, take 1 damage at the start of your hero phase, discard this marker at the end of your hero phase if you roll plus 10, but she has cast iron stomach. You get a plus 5 bonus to rolls at the end to end the poisoned condition, so that's lucky for her. But that is it for this round. As I said, it's gone on a little longer than I was expecting. I want to try and get this finished very soon, because I have to get the flat sorted out for Wednesday, when a couple from Racington Hospital Radio, well, 3 people from Racington Hospital Radio are going to be coming for a games night, so I want to get the place tidied up, and I can't do that with my table all set up. So all being well, we can get it done in enough time to so I can tidy up and get sorted. But let us leave that there. We have, as we've said, 3 experience going into the next round. We have no healing surges left. The next one to die will end the game, and it looks like it may be Vistra, looking at the way things are going. But we will find out next time what happens. So until then, as always, take care, God bless, and bye for now.